Hey guys, Disorder Magic here, and I am resurrecting an old series that I promised to continue, and this time I brought friends. We got Zainker here from the channel titled Zainker, of course. He does awesome MTG product openings, like box openings, and deck techs, and gameplay, and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, there are not that many people who do that if you think about it. I mean, it's like Channel Fireball, and that's about it. So check out his channel, link in the description. He is totally awesome, and to make things even better, he has assured me he's not from Canada. Yes, that was a shot at you, MTG Purple, aka Tony Hawk. Quit hiding. We all know you're secretly Tony Hawk. So Zainker, say hi to everybody.
Hey everyone, great to be here with Desolator. Let's have fun with this cool story that we're gonna make up.
You bet. Now, if people haven't seen the original, I'm sure there's a name for this, and I'm sure somebody's already typing it down in the comment section, but it's like, you know, the old campfire game that you played, like, in the Boy Scouts or whatever, where it's like telephone, except you start a story, and then the next person has to continue it, and the next person has to continue it, and let's be honest, you basically just try to derail it and write them into a hole, because that's funny, and then somebody eventually ends it when people get bored and fall asleep. So that's what we're going to do, except we have to tie in a random magic card. So I'm not starting with the one that's on screen, which is a real shame because it's awesome. But let's see. So let's give it a setup, okay? And I am going to copy the one from the last video because I'm incredibly lazy and uncreative, which is very lending itself well to this. Let's see. So Des and Zainker were on a quest. Oh yes. And we were walking through the woods because that's where all quests occur. Okay, they have proven that 91% of quests start in the woods and end. Oh, yes. And, okay, here we go. Now I have to press F5 and renew it. Oh, sweet. This story, I already like it. So we come across a small river with a sleek schooner in it from Ixalan. Just sheer coincidence that don't even look it up. It's not worth it. it's a crew 143 for 3. My God, what are you gonna do? Buy it? It doesn't do anything, Zainker. Yeah. Oh wait, I mean, this is the nicest boat ever. Oh look, it's unattended. Let's steal it. Says Zainker, but Des has second thoughts. Okay, let's see. Okay, it has free on the side. Free boat. Has a sign that says free boat. We're not going to just jack somebody's boat. All right. So you got to continue the story with Ensouled Scimitar.
So Des and Zainker decide, okay, free boat. This should help us on our quest. They run up the gangway and get on the schooner, and they see a scimitar. And Des is like, "Don't touch that scimitar," and Zainker's like, I'm gonna touch it." So he walks over and he touches it, and he starts glowing all bluish and stuff. And basically, there's a soul inside this. It's ensouled, so there's a soul inside of it. And he starts hearing little voices in his head. And passing off to you.
I feel like Des is going to have to kill Zainker off very early. We're going to go all George R.R. Martin on this.
Oh, no.
But let's see what's in the cards, pun intended. Des uses his amazing Deso magic to summon an exalted angel. Oh, boy. Which takes 6 mana, so you better appreciate this crap. I'm just throwing that out there. Let's see, what does it actually do? Whenever it deals damage, you gain that much life and morph? Cool. So I have the angel morph into the opposite of the sword, and then I hold the angel sword and swing it, and then boom, bash the living crap out of the soul that was stuck in the sword. And then Zainker's like, "Oh, thanks. I thought I was schizophrenic for a second there." So now that you're unpossessed and we each have amazing swords of amazing power. Oh, God. It's Kiora the Crashing Wave.
Okay, so now Des and Zainker have their awesome swords. They're floating along in their schooner, going to their along that quest, whatever the quest might be, and this big wave comes, and they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna flip over and capsize," or whatever you call it. And then Planeswalker just blinks into existence, and Kiora is on the deck, and Des turns to Zainker and says, "I don't think these swords are gonna do it against this one, but let's give it a shot." And they both charge at Kiora, and I'll pass it up.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's see what I have to do. Okay. Nice. It's Claws of Gix. Sacrifice a permanent, gain 1 life. I should totally sacrifice you. Okay, guys. Hopefully this helps in the battle. It's a 0-cost artifact called Claws of Gix. I have to pull it out of my pack because I'm like, okay, we got to fight Kiora for some reason. I guess she's evil now. I don't know. Zainker's weird. Apparently we're not members of the Gatewatch. Are we working for Bolus? Anyway, I decide to sacrifice a permanent. I'm not going to specify which. We'll just say there was some fish swimming past. I sacrificed that, and then I gained 1 life, and Kiora was like, whoa, you guys have life gain abilities? That's awesome. I don't want to fight you guys. Also, you're not evil, and neither am I. So then I'm like, yeah, that's true. And then I activate the Claws of Gix again and then sacrifice Kiora because it turns out now she was on our side, and so I sacrificed her because, 2 life. We might need it, you know. All right, so now Zainker. Stormscale Anarch.
All right, this guy. All right, so, okay, Stormscale Anarch. He's a Vashino, so he's a lizard person, so they're swimming through the water. He comes up next to our boat, and because he's an anarchist, he just decides to put a hole in the side of our boat. And he's like, hey, dudes, sorry, I had to do it. It just, just in my nature. And he just swims away. And now we're like, what the hell? now we're going down, and we're like, this is great. Now what do we do?
Is this a good time to mention I left the boat patching kit on the shore?
Oh
my God.
Was that one of the permanents you sacrificed for 1 life?
Maybe. We're all gonna die. Okay, let's see if the cards will let me do something about this. If it literally generates a card called like Boat Patch, I'm gonna lose my crap, dude. All right, here we go. Nope, Westvale Cult Leader. All right, so we decide, okay, this boat's going down. We got to jump off. We made it probably about 500 feet down the river. We literally could have just walked. So we jump to shore, and we're at the Westvale Cult. So we meet up with the Westvale Cult leader, and they're like, do you have a moment for us to talk to you about our Lord and Savior, the lizard people, the Vishino or whatever? And we're like, oh, that's funny, because one of those lizard jerks just punched a hole in our boat. So no. And that's it. So, okay, you have to deal with the cult leader or something with, time warp.
Let's go. Okay, so the cult leader was like, yeah, these lizard people, blah, blah, blah. We don't like them. Obviously, we don't like them. They wanted to drown us. So we're like, all right, oh no, what's that wave coming? Let's dive into that because it's kind of better than listen to this chick go on and on about the cult and the lizard people and the little spaceship that's going to come and take him to, Zargon 24 or something in a little bit. So we're like, all right, let's hold our breath, and we dive in. And it time warps us back to the prehistoric era where there's a bunch of dinosaurs running around. And we're like, wait, is this the prehistoric era, or are we in Ixalan now? Where did this wave take us? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. The best stories have time travel in them. The one I'm showing on screen doesn't have the wave, right?
Oh, no?
Whatever. People know that the latest version of Time Warp has a wave on it. It makes sense.
Okay.
It's canon. Okay, what fresh hell do I have to deal with now? Let's see. God, I wish it's close. I wish it was that one that deals 20 damage and kills all the dinosaurs, but it's close. And it's not World Fire either, so it's not that close. Okay, I'm ready for this. Here we go. All right, so Des decides, I hate dinosaurs. They suck at being in attack and coming out for a reasonable amount of mana. So I'm going to summon all my magical powers and utter end all the dinosaurs with the card Utter End. Yes, I know it says one single target non-land permanent. Too bad. And then it turns out with the death of all the dinosaurs, the Dino Jedi felt a disturbance in the forest because so many dinosaurs died at once. And so they're like, hey, get out of our time period. And they used all their Jedi magic to send us forward in time. That's right. Force lightning is not the most powerful Jedi ability. It's time travel. Whoa. And then we land and end up back in front of the Westvale cult leader. And she's like, oh, you're back. But we're like 10 feet down the river because we rode the wave. And she's like, I thought you time traveled. I'm like, yeah, we're back. The Dino Jedi sent us back. So the story's getting good. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. You have traumatic visions.
Okay, so the cult leader's like, oh, since you guys are back, would you like to board the train to a little place that you could learn really cool magic, and where there's a bunch of wizards and witches and some goblin guys and a guy with a long beard? And she's like, oh, yeah, we're like, all right, yeah, we could learn some magic or whatever. And she's like, here's an owl. He has your tickets to the train. So the owl comes and he's flying, but you can see in his eyes he doesn't really mean it. So it's like you're traumatically visioning that he's going to like rip your eyeballs out. So you basically traumatic vision counter target spell of the cult leader, and the owl kind of like explodes, but the tickets fall down into your lap. So you got the train tickets to, platform 9 3/4. You're like, cool, let's go get on this train and eat some chocolate frogs or something.
Dude, that's awesome. On this particular train to Hogwarts, instead of selling delicious baked goods, they're selling obsidian weaponry. Because they've had such a problem with trolls and Death Eaters and everything. The school is literally the least safe school ever. You could go to a school in Detroit. It would be safer. So, why do they keep sending their kids back every season? That's what I want to know. So I'm like, oh, I would love the obsidian battle axe. That sounds awesome. And then it gives me +2 attack and +1 defense, and I have haste. It makes me faster. So I'm like, dude, the second we get to Hogwarts, I am just going to find everything bad in the school and axe its head off at about 100 miles an hour. We've got a plan. Okay, so...
so we're at Hogwarts, and you're slicing people's heads off.
Yep, I'm finding all the hidden chambers and everything. The Chamber of Secrets, the Chamber of food storage, the treacherous crawl space. If anybody gets that reference. Okay, go for it, Mr. Regalia.
Okay, so as Des is going, he's desolating every inch of Hogwarts because he's like,
I leveled up twice already.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like I'm trying to learn here, He stumbles into the room of requirement, and he sees this red cloak thingy, and he's like, this would be cool to wear, but it's a uniform fit for a goblin. So he throws it over his shoulder and is like, yeah. Next time a damage you've dealt to me, I'm just going to be like, I'll pay 3 and let Zainker take the hit for me.
Nice. That's teamwork right
there. Yeah.
Even though I out-leveled you now, so I should be tanking. But
yeah.
Too bad. You're going to take the damage anyway. Okay, let's see. Here we go. I'm scared. So Des has got the General's Regalia, sort of wearing it. I mean, it's goblin size, but hey. And then he's got the awesome, the Onyx Battle Axe or the Dark Steel. I don't remember what the hell it was. So I find in the center of Hogwarts, I bust down the most guarded door ever, but apparently not, because I busted it down with my, I think, obsidian axe. I forgot I think I just called it 3 different materials. I haven't got it enchanted at this point because I leveled up and I stopped at some shopkeeper NPCs. This is the RPG version of Hogwarts. And so it's the final boss of Hogwarts. And you guys are probably thinking, okay, well, you guys are looking at the damn screen. I can't even drop this one. It's the Cloud Thresher. the giant land octopus. Oh my god. And it has 4 devotion to green mana. Whoa. Okay, so it's like all, tentacles and crap, and I'm like, oh my god, can we take it down, Zainker? And Zanker's like, I hope so, because all the damage you take is going to be deflected to me. And I'm like, you might want to get out of range of this cloak then. So I bravely chop off all the tentacles from the horrible Thresher monster, which I swear they had something like this in Borderlands 1 or 2. I swear I saw something like this with like tentacles and crap. And so eventually, after a hard-fought battle and Zainker nearly dying and Des taking 0 damage, because Regalia, I finally unequip it and then strike the final blow. The question is, at least in my D&D group, is there any loot? It's literally a giant elemental. What the hell do you expect? Gold coins. Like, that's always the answer. Okay, so the question is, Zainker, what is the answer in the context of...
let's see, the power matrix. Okay, so Zainker and Des, they go to the dead tentacle guy and they're like, where's my loot? We just defeated the end boss. Like, come on.
And how much XP did we get? Do we level? Could somebody look up the leveling chart?
I mean,
why didn't you bring your book, Zainker?
The leveling chart. No, you have to be top level for this. You can't. This is end game stuff here. This is stuff you basically grind out week in and week out, and you use your dragon points, and you fight with everybody else.
Rare drop? Did we get the rare drop?
This is the power matrix. It powered the Weatherlight. So yeah, we got the epic drop here.
Does that mean the Weatherlight got attacked by an elemental kraken?
I think the Weatherlight kind of like it landed and kind of rusted up, and this elemental is like, power matrix. Let me hold on to this.
Makes more sense than most boss drops. I had a boss in Borderlands 2 drop a machine gun. That makes sense.
Yeah, why not? The machine gun. So Des and Zainker, they grab the power matrix and they're like, what could we use this for? Well, I mean, we could just power our cellular devices and just walk around and catch Pokemon all day, and we'll never have to recharge.
Dude, there's mad Pokestops at Hogwarts. Like, that's confirmed.
Yeah, you just keep going around and you just swipe and the thing spins and Pokeballs start falling on your head and stuff. It's just like, I don't know if everybody realizes, it just all comes back to Pokemon Go.
It does.
That's it.
My whole life revolves around Pokemon Go. Like where I work, where I drive, what I do in a day, the order I do my chores.
Yes.
Everything. I'm catching Pokemon right now. I just edited those parts out. Just ask Zainker.
Yes, that's right.
So yes, on the bottom of the power matrix, it says 100 trillion milliamp hours, which really could be rounded up to amp hours at that point. And it also says made in Taiwan. It's not some of that cheap Chinese crap where one of the cells is full of sand. None of that eBay crap. So, yeah. And so we lived happily ever after, ignoring our studies, signing up for the bare minimum amount of credits at Hogwarts to still technically be considered enrolled, and then spent all of our time brewing illegal potions and selling them and catching Pokemon. Oh, yes. I didn't need a card to tell me that. So that has been the greatest Harry Potter magic made-up story Zainker crossover fan fiction ever in the history of the universe. Don't forget to unsubscribe from both of our channels.
No, first you have to subscribe, then you unsubscribe.
That's true. Most people are like, Zainker who? I'm like, really? Yeah, you should check out his channel. It's pretty awesome. I like it. God, I need another allergy pill for real. Okay, so are there any parting words you'd like to give the folks on the fine Desolator Magic channel?
Oh, keep listening to Des. He's awesome. I listen to him every day on the way to work. He just like any news or updates, you got Des to let you know what's going on. Just check out Zainker's my channel, Zainker. Just throw me a little comment what kind of deck you want me to put together on MTG and I'll play it, and we could have a little back and forth. I'm in the process of figuring out how to stream on Twitch. It's a little involved, but yeah. So we'll do that and stuff, and just have fun with this all. So
you bet. Yeah, Zainker, unlike me, takes requests because he if you're like, hey, you should open this. It's a really cool set. like I'd be like, I don't have any money, but Zainker's like, hell yeah, I'm rich as hell. I assume. And so yeah, he'll open it or build a deck, whatever. Like I always come up with my own deck. So yeah, he's like the request dude. So you should go like flood his channel with all kinds of requests. Anything you've ever wanted to see ever, either built, played, explained, broken down, upgraded, or products open in real life. So I think we should all vote, because it's voting now. It's a binding resolution that you have to open alpha.
Alpha.
Yeah, because everybody has that kind of money.
Yeah, I just dug myself into a hole there, didn't I?
There you go. He takes reasonable requests, people.
That's right.
Reasonable. Unless he wins the Powerball, then he's going to corner the market on Alpha Box. Yeah. So anyway, I've got to go to sleep at some point. So thanks for being on the channel. Everybody check out the Zank Masters channel. That is not the name of it. Link in the description. And I'll see you guys next stupid story.